Hello and welcome to Moon Magic Astrology. This video is about the new moon in Sagittarius and solar eclipse. As the moon twirls around the earth, it pivots. This slight rocking occurs from the edge of the moon's ecliptic. These edges are known as the north and south nodes of the moon. The south node is about our past. It is all the lessons and experiences that are behind us. And the north node is about our destiny or our purpose. It is our future. When these nodes align with the sun and the earth during a full moon or a new moon, it creates either a solar or lunar eclipse. Eclipses imply that abrupt changes will occur, creating dynamic endings and beginnings. These transformations will occur for the next 18 months. Eclipses help us transform and teach us just how resilient we really are. Now, every zodiac sign will be impacted by the Sagittarius new moon solar eclipse, which happens to be in the south node, meaning that this eclipse will add wisdom from our past. We will be making quantum leaps forward, making a bigger, newer beginning than we could ever imagine over the next 6 months. And with the Sagittarius energy that's attached to the solar eclipse, we can expect this to be a good adventure. Saggies love adventures. The lunar eclipse that occurred in November was in Taurus, highlighting our stability and intimate relationships. It continues to help us release baggage from our past for the next several months and is the beginning of multiple Taurus Scorpio eclipses that will occur in the upcoming year. As the Taurus moon illuminates our path, it revealed hidden aspects in our life that needed to come to an end. It is about changing our thought pattern and our old identities that blocked us from feeling confident in who we can be. You may notice that this lunar energy gives the ability to see others in a new perspective, changing the way you think about them or the way you think about the relationship you have with them. Just remember, removing what no longer serves your soul or releasing, purging, or saying your final goodbyes is appropriate and critical. It clears the path for a better future. Journaling will support efforts to help you release your past. By using some Taurus traits, you can determine what changes you may need to make, helping you let go. Ask yourself these questions. Am I financially where I want to be? How can I improve my financial stability? Who is present in my life? Are there relationships that drain you? Can you identify things that trigger you? By looking at these factors in your life, you can transform and experience some inner healing. Whatever's going on, this lunar eclipse in Taurus will help you with this inner work, creating a smoother flow of energy. And if you do this work, you will notice a higher frequency toward your divinity. You are divine, baby. This total solar eclipse on December the 4th is what happens when the new moon passes directly between the sun and the earth, blocking out the sun's light completely, magnifying its energy by 3. This eclipse completes the axis with the Gemini eclipse from June, and its effects will be felt until mid-year 2023. This extra power will cause some abrupt upheavals. But don't get too worried. The solar eclipse occurring in Sagittarius brings us adventurous energy and positive attitudes. This will help us face the challenges ahead. And by the way, this Gemini Sagittarius eclipse axis will not occur again until the year 2038. So expect things to be bigger and better than you can imagine. We are talking huge new beginnings and unexpected opportunities. So think big and get ready, because this eclipse energy will move all of us, helping us to break bad habits of procrastinating. It will force each one of us into taking actions toward our new desires. All zodiac signs should prepare themselves for this new moon in Sagittarius solar eclipse, especially Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, as these mutable signs will be personally impacted the most by this solar eclipse energy over the next 18 months. Now, we should all expect to feel changes occurring within ourselves emotionally before it affects our relationship with others. And this solar eclipse is not visible unless you are in Antarctica. I don't think that's going to count a whole lot of people. However, if you're in Australia, Africa, New Zealand, or South America, you could see a partial solar eclipse. Make sure you got your sun goggles. Now, don't get overly consumed or in a panic about these abrupt changes that are about to occur. Expect the unexpected and accept the unknown. It is these forced opportunities that will help us transform. And remember, eclipses tend to obscure our vision forward. Just calm your mind and use that wisdom brought to you by that South Node. It will help you move forward toward your destiny, to success. Are we moonbathing yet? Let's get to it. Let's talk about Sagittarius. Expect to feel some independence this month, as Sagittarius places an extremely high value on being free to do what they want when they want. They're freedom seekers for sure. So if you ever wanted to be your own boss, this Sagittarius energy will work with you, not against you. And hopefully you will catch the Sagittarius flu, which is filled with enthusiasm, optimism, passion, and their deep desire to explore and travel. And if anyone on earth should be contagious, it should be Sagittarius and their good vibes. Now, if you have fears of connecting with other people, then this Sagittarius energy will give you some emotional intelligence to cope with those nerves. And for your information, Sagittarius is most compatible with Gemini and Aries. Pack your bags, prepare to travel, as Sagittarians love adventure and exploration. They receive a lot of satisfaction by sharing their knowledge and experiences with their friends and family. Sagittarians are born in the 9th house. This is the house of travel, higher education, and philosophy. It is about religion and law. making Sagittarians great teachers, philosophers, or even gurus. Some call the ninth house the house of expanded horizons, or I explore. They are risk takers, and they are sharp in business. So take a risk this month. You may just come out ahead. And don't be too serious about everything this month, because the Saggy energy is filled with their great sense of humor. Expect some fun and laugh as much as possible. And if someone messes up and owes you an apology, don't waste your time waiting for an apology. You see, Sagittarians never like to admit when they are wrong. Now, Sagittarius are fire signs. They are creatively inventive, spontaneous, sometimes to a fault. They're passionate, inspirational, and competitive, but in a good spirited way. They can be blunt, but you will always know where you stand with them. They are bold and daring, and sometimes burn a little too hot. How's that song go? The Black Crows sang it best. Hey little thing, let me light your candle, 'cause mama, I'm sure hot to handle. Yep, that's a Sag. Sagittarius marks the end of fall. Sagittarius is all about action, adaptability, and flexibility. They may not have leadership skills like the cardinal sign, but they are born to explore, and they keep things moving. They are mutable signs. They are the go-getters. But be careful, because when Sagittarius makes too many promises, they tend to get overwhelmed, causing them to seem reckless. So be mindful this month of your limits and do not make impulsive decisions that you may regret later. And remember, just like the Sagittarius, it's critical that you have freedom to roam. It's your birthright. Now, the moon will pass Jupiter on December the 8th. I call it Lucky Lotto Day. Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune, abundance, opportunities, and exploration, is Sagittarius's ruling planet. It is believed that Sagittarians get their spontaneous behaviors from Jupiter. It is also known as the planet of wisdom. It's no wonder why Sagittarians are so curious about everything. It is an amazing time to accept all the opportunities and abundance that this influence from Jupiter offers. But beware, you should avoid charging your crystals, manifesting, and other lunar rituals at least 8 hours before and maybe after this eclipse. The energies are just too chaotic and unstable. Let the eclipse just work its karmic magic to shift you toward your true destiny, your true calling. Instead, journal, do some shadow work, or even find a way to show your gratitude. Grounding is extremely important during this eclipse. Things like taking a salt bath or walking barefoot. Even leaning on a tree will help ground your energy with the earth, removing negative ions from your body. So let's welcome any abundance and opportunities that the eclipse has to offer, and we can resume our manifesting practices the following day. Temperance from the major arcana is representative of the Sagittarius energy. There are 8 minor arcana cards that represent Sagittarius. They are the King, the Knight, the Page, the Ace, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Today, we're going to describe the Temperance card in great detail. The Temperance card defines the inquisitive, even nature, higher wisdom, and balance of the Sagittarius. A card of peaceful divine energy. It is Roman numeral number 14 in the major arcana. This card has a large angel with wings open, suggesting that we are always in flight to our higher realm, the heavens, and our own divinity. There are red patches in the wing to symbolize desire and passion. Some believe this angel to be Archangel Michael, and he symbolizes the victory of good over evil. God's top angel. The gender of this angel is both masculine and feminine in appearance, suggesting a balance between energies, yin and yang. One foot is dipped into the water, the symbol of the subconscious mind, your intuition, or our emotional world. And one foot is placed on the land to represent the physical world, or our connection to the material world. There is a balance between the water and the land, or our spiritual realm and our material realm. This duality is also seen in the star card. There is tall, lush grass and flowers in the background. This represents life and growth. There is a path to the left side of the card, representing travel or life's journey. A glowing crown at the end of the path symbolizes that you have attained a goal, or that you have mastered this journey in life. You have obtained wisdom from your past. The angel pours water evenly from one chalice to the next to indicate that there is an emotional and physical balance. It signifies focus and demonstrates that concentration is the key to moving forward and remaining positive. The chalice may represent religious freedoms. The angel is dressed in a white gown, the color of purity. On his chest is a square. This represents earth, and a triangle inside that represents Trinity. The triangle is also a symbol of the fire element. The circle on his forehead symbolizes clarity and eternity. The point with the triangle is the symbol of life, while the rays around his head defines his divinity. Oh, and by the way, Sagittarius angel numbers are 10, 10, and 111. This card upright in a reading means balance, moderation, or the middle of the path. This card in reverse in a reading means imbalance, extremes, overindulgence. In a reading, this card could signify a direction. If this reading was about travel, then this would represent the direction going south, as that is what fire and wands represent. In a general reading, this card describes balance in your life. It could mean that you stay focused on goals and that you know your path ahead has clarity. It defines that success is within your reach and that you feel growth and harmony around you. If you have this card upside down in a reading, it could mean that attention is needed to balance your life. Be mindful not to overindulge in anything. Bring clarity back so that you can find your path to wisdom or success. Things may be a bit wild. There is too much chaos. Slow down and find harmony and balance in your life. connect with your higher self. Thank you for joining us at Moon Magic Astrology.